What if a single man had the power to stop World War III? To change the course of history forever? Welcome to this channel. Today we will meet the man who saved the world. September 26, 1983. The year is 1983 and the world is on the brink of nuclear war. The Cold War has been raging for decades. The two superpowers, the Soviet Union and the United States, have been locked in a tense standoff. Each side has thousands of nuclear warheads pointed at the other, ready to strike at a moment's notice. The threat of mutually assured destruction hangs over the entire world. Every day brings new tensions, and every shadow seems to hold the potential for conflict. It feels like the world is holding its breath, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Our story begins inside a nondescript Soviet military bunker hidden deep beneath the ground somewhere in the vast expanse of the Soviet Union. Inside, amidst rows of blinking lights and humming machines, sits a lone man, Lieutenant Colonel Stanislav Petrov. He is the duty officer responsible for monitoring the early warning systems for incoming nuclear strikes. His job is one of the most important in the world, but he is utterly alone in his responsibility. Petrov is tasked with being the last barrier before nuclear hellfire rains down on the Soviet Union. He is humanity's last hope. All around him, the room is filled with flashing red lights and deafening sirens blare, signaling a potential nuclear attack from the west. Petrov's face, however, betrays no emotion. With a sense of calm resolve, he assesses the situation displayed on the screens before him. His mind races, calculating probabilities, cross-referencing data, all while maintaining an air of composure. In the chilling silence between the cacophony, Petrov hears a knock on the door. Startled, he turns his head, his eyes narrowing as he asks, "Who's there?" The voice on the other side replies, "It's me, Sergei." Petrov responds, "Come in," his tone betraying nothing of the turmoil that rages within. As the door slides open, Sergei enters, his face etched with worry. He hands Petrov a note and whispers urgently, "There may be something wrong with the system. We just received a message from Moscow saying they are picking up signals as well." Could be a false alarm. Petrov takes the note, his fingers tightening around it, his eyes never leaving the monitor. He reads the message from Moscow, his face betraying no emotion as he processes the information contained within. Back at the main console, Petrov's eyes scan the readouts, searching for any anomaly that might explain this away. The weight of his responsibility crashes down on him. If this were a real attack, he would have mere minutes to alert the military and give the order to strike back. But what if it wasn't? What if it was a false alarm? The thought sends a shiver down his spine. At that moment, his radio crackles to life, breaking the tense silence. A voice, crisp and authoritative, cuts through the static. "Attention, Petrov. Do you read me? We repeat, do you read me?" Petrov's hand freezes on the console. He knows that voice. It's General Kyrie, his direct superior. The very man whose life he could save or end with his next decision. Loud and clear, Petrov responds, his voice betraying none of the turmoil that rages within him. "Petrov, we have reason to believe that the attack from the United States may be imminent," the general says, his voice grave. "We need confirmation from you." The line goes silent, leaving Petrov alone with the weight of his responsibility. On the screen before him, the countdown continues, ticking away the seconds. He can feel the weight of hundreds of thousands of lives pressing down on him. As the minutes tick by, Petrov's mind races, trying to reconcile the conflicting information. His gut screams false alarm, but protocol demands verification. He needs proof, hard evidence to override the system's warning. But where can he find it? How can he be sure? In a desperate attempt to find clarity, Petrov reaches out, his fingers flying across the keyboard. He delves deep into the system, searching for any anomaly, any glitch that might explain this away. The clock is ticking, each second bringing him closer to a fateful decision. Suddenly, a single beep amidst the cacophony of alarms. It's faint, almost drowned out by the blaring sirens, but Petrov's ears are attuned to it. He freezes, listening intently. There it is again, another beep. He leans closer, straining to hear. The beeps continue, forming a pattern, a rhythm that his trained ear recognizes. It's the telemetry data, the system's way of communicating its readings. And what Petrov is hearing is a heartbeat, a heartbeat that doesn't match the supposed trajectory of an incoming missile. His heart pounds in his chest as realization dawns on him. He has found the anomaly, the glitch in the system. An incoming missile would produce a continuous tone, not these sporadic beeps. This is a false alarm. Relief washes over him, but it's short-lived. He has to act now. If he doesn't, the military could launch a retaliatory strike based on faulty information, plunging the world into nuclear chaos. He reaches for the phone, his hand shaking slightly. He dials a number, his finger hovering over the mouthpiece. When the call is answered, he wastes no time. I am certain that this is a false alarm. The system is malfunctioning. I repeat, this is a false alarm, he says urgently. His voice echoes in the receiver, carrying the weight of its importance, but not everyone believes him. Back at the command center in Moscow, General Kyrev listens to Petrov's report, his face a mask of skepticism. Petrov is a single man going against the word of the system. It's an almost impossible position to be in, let alone take. Still, there's a sliver of doubt in the general's eyes. Could this be a mistake? The thought is terrifying. Despite the skepticism, Petrov stands his ground. He refuses to let the world end based on a false alarm. He fights for time, for more data, for proof that his gut is right. And slowly, inexorably, the truth begins to emerge. Meanwhile, deep within the heart of the Russian military, the president is woken from his slumber. Rushed briefings, tense whispers, urgent phone calls. The entire nation is put on high alert, poised on the edge of action, ready to strike back if necessary. Minutes stretch into what feels like hours. Every tick of the clock amplifies the tension. As dawn breaks, the truth becomes undeniable, the incoming missiles that never were. The false alarm confirmed, relief washes over the world. The military stands down, the people exhale, a nuclear apocalypse averted. And in the midst of it all, Petrov stands vindicated. His name is cleared, his reputation restored. He is hailed as a hero, the man who saved the world. But for Petrov, there is no joy in his victory. He lost his career, possibly his life. For what? For recognition. He is a soldier, not a celebrity. He did his duty, and that should be enough. In the aftermath, the world probes for answers. Investigations are launched, commissions formed, and the story of the false alarm becomes public knowledge. The world learns of the near disaster it escaped and the hero who made it possible. Today, Petrov's story is remembered, statues are erected, streets are named, and his heroism is celebrated. He is a legend, a symbol of courage and restraint. His name, Stanislav Petrov, echoes through time, a reminder of the fragility of peace and the importance of individual courage. And so the world moves on, forever changed by the events of that fateful night. The Cold War continues, the threat of nuclear war